Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Ooh. Hey guys, if you're on spring break, I hope you're having a great spring break. If you're not, I hope your spring break is going to be great or has been really great. I'm on spring break, so I am back in my old filming setup. You can see I have the nice white backdrop behind me. Anyway, today I felt like filming a colorful spring beauty makeup tutorial, so I'm just gonna go ham on the colors in the eyes. I want some purples, some greens, maybe a little blue, definitely some pink. If I had a yellow, I would use a yellow, but I don't, so gold may show up. Yeah, I don't have a plan really. I just laid out all of my colors and I'm just going to have fun with it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with my MAC Oil Control Lotion and a clean foundation brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a ton of this all over my skin, and I'm just going to let it soak in, but I'm not going to be stingy about it. My skin has been ridiculously dry in some places and weirdly oily in others, but I find that putting on a good moisturizer, especially like an oil control one for me, and letting it really take its time to sink in helps the foundation application go on a lot smoother. And then go ahead and give your skin like 5 minutes. Then taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in the green color correcting tint, I'm going to prime my face. What the green color does is it neutralizes the redness in your skin, but I just have a lot of redness in my face, so the places I notice it the most, I'm gonna go ahead and take that same foundation brush and prime away. Then just give that a couple of seconds to set in. All right, next I'm going to spot conceal using the Studio Finish concealer in the shade NC20. So for foundation today, I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Foundation in the waterproof formula. I just picked this up and I kind of really like it. So I'm in the shade NC15. And the only reason my foundation shade is one shade lighter than my concealer is because, besides the fact that I really haven't seen the sun in a very long time, I do find that having a slightly darker concealer does a better job of covering up the redness in the acne, and then for my under eye concealer, it just does a better job of covering up those dark circles. Oh, and I'm applying this with a flat foundation brush from BH Cosmetics. This probably looks like ghostly white on camera, but I promise it oxidizes a little bit, so it's cool. Also, once I get bronzer and everything on there, everything matches, but I do find this like one shade darker for me is too dark. I have the NC20 in the normal Pro Longwear formula, not the waterproof one, but lately it's just not been matching my neck at all, so I'm happy with that. And as you can tell, my face matches my neck. Like, I know I look pale, but that's just how pale I am. It's a sad, sad story. And now that my base is down, I'm gonna go ahead and take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light Plus with a large powder brush, and we are just going to set everything. Make sure to tap off the excess so that you don't look super powdery unless you're into that cake face look, which, let's be honest, I am team cake face. Okay, so I'm an idiot and I forgot a step. Ideally, you don't want to put creams on top of powders, but I completely forgot. So taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20, I'm just gonna put it right under my eyes to get rid of those dark circles. And then taking a Duo Fiber Stippling Brush, this one is from MAC, I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. More powder, different powder. Just to set the under eyes lightly, I'm taking, as per usual, my Ben Nye Neutral Set Colorless Translucent Powder. Tap off some of the excess, but still leaving kind of a decent amount on the brush, and then packing it underneath the eyes with patting motions. Kind of like you would with a beauty blender. And then I'm just swiping very gently away the excess. Now that that is done, oh gosh, what do I normally do? I'm going to bronze the face. A little bit of contour, mostly just bronzing. Doesn't have to be a Kim K look today. I am taking my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer and a fluffy brush. I have no words to describe these brushes. Dipping my brush in there, tapping off the excess, and then bronzing under the cheekbones in wide-ish circular motions. I'm not contouring super harsh, So I'm just basically warming up the complexion a little bit. Get some color back into this white face. I need to tan severely. I'm bringing it up to the temples, also down along the jawline. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drag some of it down the side of my nose, bringing some of the color to the center of my face as well. When you're happy with that, go ahead and highlight. I am so excited. I got my hands on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits, which are absolutely beautiful. I think I'm gonna mix Hard Candy and Starburst, and I'm going to take a blush brush. I really like highlighting with blush brushes. I don't know why. On the tops of my cheekbones. Then I'm going to take those same two and run them a little bit over in the area above my brow bone, and then drag what's left down the center of my nose. Sorry, the bridge of my nose. My Cupid's bow. And whatever's left on the chin. So for blush, I'm going to be taking the bottom right hand shade from the BH Cosmetics Pride and Prejudice and Zombies palette. I will be applying this with an angled brush. I will be applying this with an angled blush brush to the apples of my cheeks and then dragging it up and back. Mind you, this particular shade, it's like a corally color but with a sheen to it, is very, very pigmented. So tap off the excess and then go in right in between your bronzer and your highlight. And if you're a fan of blush, you go ham. If you're not, you don't even feel the need to do it if you don't want to. Taking my Fix Plus spray from MAC, I'm going ahead and douse my face in a layer of this. This is great because it is a setting spray, and it also, if you have gone a little too ham on the powder, it basically rehydrates your skin and makes sure you don't look super cakey. You need that. I love this stuff. I'm going to move on to the eyebrows. I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know if it's Anastasia or Anastasia. I watch a lot of British and Australian and New Zealand makeup artists. New Zealander? British, Australian, and New Zealander? New Zealand. People from New Zealand. I watch a lot of their makeup videos, and I'm so used to hearing Anastasia that now when I hear Anastasia, it sounds really weird. So Anastasia Beverly Hills or Anastasia Beverly Hills, either way, the Dip Brow Pomade in the medium brown shade, along with their number 12 dual-ended brush. I will do this off camera and I will be right back. First, I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer. So before putting the transition shade in my crease, I'm going to go ahead and set all of the lid with a shade that's really close to my skin tone because you literally can't even see it. But this is going to help with blending so nothing sticks to the cream product. Then taking that fluffy brush I mentioned earlier, I'm going to go ahead and apply the transition shade. Now that we have that transition shade laid out, I'm going to go ahead and start in the green. If you see my green smoky eye tutorial, it's going to be a similar process. I'm using a green base again. Taking this pencil, I'm going to go ahead and lay this on the lid. Now once that green base is down, I'm going to go ahead and take this green eyeshadow that I have by American Idol and apply that over top of the green base. So as you can see, this is the side with just the base and this is the side with the shadow on top, and this is much brighter than this one because the shadow we're placing on top is significantly a lighter shade. Next, taking this chocolatey brown color in the top right hand corner of the BH Cosmetics Wild Child palette, I'm going to take this with a small fluffy brush and place it into the crease and the outer corner of my eyes. And then after laying that color down, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the fluffy brush that we used for the transition shade and blend any harsh edges together between the transition shade and the crease color. Okay, so now I'm going to leave the top lid, come back to it later, and start working on the lower lash line. So this is where the purple is going to come in. First, I'm going to put down a base to make sure the color is really vibrant. I'm using a waterproof eye crayon. This one's by BH Cosmetics and it is purple. going to place this in the waterline and bring it down to the lower lash line. Then taking my MAC pigment taking the MAC pigment in the shade Violet, I'm going ahead and blend that over the purple base on the bottom lash line. So now that you sufficiently look like the Joker threw up on your eyelids, you can go ahead and line your lids. Do a wing, don't do a wing, whatever you feel like. I'm gonna go ahead and use my BH Studio Pro gel liner in the shade Onyx, I don't know how to pronounce it. Now that we have some green and purple on the lids, I figured I may as well go ahead and just add some more colors. Screw it. So I don't have a yellow, but I do have a gold. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Sephora eyeshadow single. It's one of the shimmer shadows. And I'm going to pop that into the inner corner of my eye as a very dramatic highlight. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply one coat of the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced Cosmetics to my upper lash line, and then one coat of the MAC Waterproof False Lashes mascara to my lower lash line. So lastly, before adding fake lashes, I'm going to go ahead and line my tight line and then the outer third of my waterline with a black gel liner. And then the finishing step for the eyes is to go ahead and add your favorite fake lashes. I'm going to use the Flare from BH Cosmetics as per usual. So now that the eyes are all finished, I'm going to go ahead and do the lips. I'm thinking to stick with the color theme, I'm gonna do a pinky nude, but like more on the pinky side. Okay, so I'm going to use my MAC lip pencil in Rosy Rim and line the entirety of my lips. And in order to kind of dull down the really vibrant pinkiness, I'm going to go ahead and top it with the Mineralized Glass in Modest from MAC. Feeling myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Not necessarily a super wearable look, but still a lot of fun to do. I will include at the end of this video some close-up pictures of the eye makeup. I know you saw it pretty close up when I was doing it as well, but yeah, so I hope you guys have a fantastic Easter that's coming up this Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Bye! On my neck. Okay. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. My MAC pigment in the color M. Wow, okay. I just dumped my thumb into my liner. Service.